What up, though? Maverill. Can't sleep. My back hurts. So I thought I'd get up and talk about some football. Put my shirt on just so you guys don't complain. Put your shirt on. So, alright. It's like 12 something at night. You guys are just going to have to deal with it. So, I told you guys, 2 weeks ago? Packers are going to go to the Super Bowl. And I said they're probably going to face Kansas City. I said, last week that Pittsburgh was going to lose to the Bills. They did. I don't do a lot of NBA and NFL is fixed anymore. Because, I just don't. Been focusing on other things. But for my sports peoples who still, sub to my channel because of that, I like to give y'all, I appreciate y'all. I don't make any money doing this. But I appreciate you guys, hanging out with the old dude, you know what I'm saying? So, talk at y'all a little bit. But yeah, looks like I'm right so far. Packers and Kansas City they're seated at number 1 and number 2 right now, right? Because of Pittsburgh, they took out like 5 players. So now Pittsburgh looks like trash, but they're not. They just got a lot of injuries, and I think COVID stepped in and, did them dirt. You see what happened when Lamar Jackson, he was COVID positive and he sat out. And now he's back in. Look what he did to the Browns. It was a hell of a game, wasn't it? I mean, look how much of a difference maker he is. You know what I'm saying? And the Ravens are a threat again. When Lamar Jackson is on point, and what he did was he exposed the Browns. See, the Browns was 9-3, now they're 9-4. But Baker Mayfield was looking like something, and he still is. He's still dope. The Dogs will go to the playoffs. They'll lose in that first round, but they ain't been in the playoffs in so long. The resurgence in Cleveland, the city of Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to Cleveland. I like it. But nonetheless, they're going to have to face, some of these rivals that they have. Just because nobody's afraid of Pittsburgh anymore doesn't mean that the Browns are going to walk into the Super Bowl. It's just not going to happen. They have too many people standing in the way. They took out the big dog, which was Pittsburgh. We know Belichick isn't doing nothing because their team has no talent. Poor Cam Newton. You know what I'm saying? Don't blame it all on Cam. You got to bench Cam. Don't blame it all on Cam. You ain't got no talent. You spent all your money on, no one. The Brady dynasty's over with. You guys are still frenemies. Nonetheless, the Bucks. Okay, Bucks. They're 8-5. Bucks are gonna go to wild card. 8-5. That's not terrible. At least you're not like you're not the Jets. You're not the freaking you know what I'm saying? The doggone who are they? The Bengals. They lost their quarterback, and you see what happened to them. It's been over since. Even though they got Ross and Green, I'm like, what? Come on, Ross. You got the fastest guy in football, at least the second fastest guy in football. I know he ran a faster 40 than. Didn't John Ross run a faster 40 than Hill? Anyways, so at least you're not those two teams. Or the Jacksonville. They still got a dynamite running back, but, your offense ain't doing anything. And then look at the freaking Eagles. They're going to sit down Carson Wentz. He's having a bad season. Picked up that youngin who went ahead and calling Kaepernick all over the place and made the Saints, put a hole in the Saints game, shown the chink in the armor of the Saints, and I just love it. You've seen it all fall apart. Drew Brees needs to come back, but I don't think that Drew Brees is coming back this season. He might. If he does, who cares? But I don't know. They just lost a game, dropped one against the Eagles. You notice how Pittsburgh drops one against, of all people, Washington, right? Boom. So they go down, and it's just like, okay, Pittsburgh finally lost. It's like, okay, you lose against Washington. Alex Smith in Washington. Who big ups to them? They're like, I don't know, they won 6 games now because they just won this week too. But you're like, okay, Washington, okay, they're doing stuff. And, they won this week, so they won 2 games straight, or I don't know how many games straight. But you're like, Washington beat Pittsburgh when Pittsburgh was beating everyone. And then you're going, oh, Pittsburgh sucks now. It's like, why can't you see that the game is fixed? They had to take out 5 starters for Washington to come in and run all over, and just do what they're doing all over Pittsburgh. With no pressure on, Alex Smith. On Alex Smith. And then all of a sudden Pittsburgh ain't no good. You guys better cut that out. Because if Pittsburgh gets all their starters back, they're going to shut everyone down except KC. KC is going to be their only threat. And that's just it. Because they're going to, and that's because Patrick Mahomes can get out the pocket, run to either side. The guy's ambidextrous. He can run to either side and get rid of the ball. Aaron Rodgers can't do that. If they get up that steel curtain again, they'll shut down the Packers easy. They will. They'll shut them down easy. And Sony was throwing the Colts out there. Look, the Colts are good, but with Pittsburgh, when they're firing on all cylinders, only one team that'll beat them. And that's just it. And that's Kansas City. They won a Super Bowl last year. And that's the only team that I think will come in and stop Pittsburgh if Pittsburgh got all their starters back. But you notice how a lot of these juggernauts that are, doing so good, they get taken out simply because they decide, what, this person shouldn't play today, or this person shouldn't play for the rest of the season. And they start taking those people out. Next thing you know, the team looks like it sucks. No. It's the powers that be that are making that are making it competitive. Other than that, Golden State would still. Oh, my bad. All right, Golden State. Kevin Durant, Golden State. Kevin Durant gets hurt in the playoffs. Kevin Durant with a what injury? What kind of injury was that? Kevin Durant? Oh, my God. Goodell. Roger Goodell. Get out of here. Kevin Durant wasn't hurt. They need to make it competitive. They need to make it. They need the drama. Antonio Brown drama. And now Antonio Brown, he's okay. He's quiet though. They let him come back into the organization. He's playing for the Bucks. He's doing his thing. He's playing with Brady. Okay. It's like, come on, man. They knew the Steelers with Brown and Bell, Roethlisberger, they were too much. They knew that. Come on, man. Come on, you guys. It's just all fixed. But anyways, so I don't know who plays who this week, week 15. Yeah, that's who I think is going to the Super Bowl. And I don't care. I don't bet on the games. But I got Aaron Rodgers taking the whole thing. And here's the thing. Okay, here's a guy to look forward to. See, my predictions aren't so much who's going to win. My predictions are how they're going to win. So now that we're seeing, you got Patrick Mahomes. Okay, so Patrick Mahomes is playing like, the best football player, within the last, what, 2 years. I mean, he's just a hell of a, player. Something's gonna happen. COVID-19, something. I don't know. It's your boy Tone 202. I'm out.